It's just spiritual out here.
I think it just inspires me.
It's really, really good escape.
So it's a way of nourishing yourself to be able to come up here and sit and be quiet and breathe.
I think it's all part of the miracle. Just the fact that the Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District exists.
The Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District, otherwise known as Mid-Penn, is immense, covering more than 60,000 acres, mostly in San Mateo and Santa Clara counties, with a small portion in Santa Cruz County. It contains 26 very different open space preserves, stretching westward from the bay to the coastside and southward to the summit of historic Mount Umunhum. In between is a vast and varied landscape where people and nature thrive together in plain view of one of the largest urban regions in the nation.
You'll find many of the people who live here because they have these landscapes nearby. I've had friends come here from other parts of the country, and what I tell them is you simply won't believe it. It's going to take your breath away.
Between taking our breath away and giving us room to breathe, Mid-Penn has nurtured the environment and all of us since 1972, when the district was established by voters with the overwhelming passage of Measure R.
I would have to think of what it does for me, and that is it puts me in touch with the real world. It was intended.
Nanette Hanko helped lead the effort to create Mid-Penn. She's still a member of its board of directors and loves to see what the district has come to mean to so many for so long.
I wanted to see the people coming off the trails, to see how they looked, and they were happy. They all had smiles.
Yeah!
The concept expanded way beyond what they had originally thought, and I think if you talk to some of those people who are still around, they say, we way exceeded our expectations.
Exceeding expectations for Mid-Penn has always come with strong and consistent public and private support. The district has grown dramatically over the years, protecting precious pieces of our history and saving and seamlessly connecting diverse ecosystems, allowing wildlife to roam easily and securely, and giving access to all of us with an easy reach of where we live.
Now, would I be holding her if she had poison? No, that's right. No, she doesn't have venom.
At the district's David C. Daniels Nature Center, thousands of children and their families every year learn to appreciate the animals and the environment in their own backyard and have a good time doing it.
The volunteers are a vital portion of the work that's done out here on the preserves. They do thousands of hours worth of work every year, and we have tens of thousands of acres that we take care of.
Hundreds of local people generously and regularly contribute their time.
Why is he slimy?
To help interpret and restore nature, to lead hikes, and to monitor trails on bikes and horses. This is their open space district. They give back in many important ways and receive quite a bit in return.
I feel like I'm doing important work. The staff really seems to value what the volunteers do. So it's very rewarding that way.
Mid-Penn has given many of us rewarding opportunities to enjoy and care for the outdoors, to spend time with our families, with our pets, and on our own, getting healthy in our open spaces. And now we also have the chance to eat healthful foods grown on district land by local families. Eric and Donica Markegard and their 4 children are in many ways leading a 19th century lifestyle while helping create a sustainable 21st century agricultural economy on land they've leased from Mid-Penn near the ocean. They rise before the sun, watch calves come into the world, feed the pigs, milk the cows, and grow grass-fed beef we can all purchase close to home.
It's really important to us to be able to pass that legacy on to our kids of having a relationship with these lands.
So I feel like we should get more people that are stewarding the land on the land and more production, more agricultural production. We can produce food on land that the public enjoy.
While the Markegard family carries some old traditions into the modern era, even more ancient traditions are being restored on the sacred summit of Mount Umunhum.
Our creation story tells us that this is the mountaintop that the Creator first brought our people to and created us here. And this is where our people would come to pray.
For thousands of years, the Amamutsun people have gathered on the mountain to be close to their Creator. But for most of the past few centuries, this place has been off limits to them. In the late 20th century, it was an Air Force radar station guarding our coast. Mid-Penn is now committed to removing most of these abandoned military facilities and restoring Mount Umunhum as much as possible to its original and natural condition. Its native people are being welcomed back home, and someday soon will share their sacred summit with all of us.
Well, we feel very fortunate and very blessed to have this relationship. We feel that they're very respectful of our tribe and our history up here. They're respectful of the mountaintop of Mount and for that we're very grateful.
You know, what makes this place unique and special and what differentiates us from any other place on the planet is the fact that these lands are here and we have the opportunity to protect and preserve that setting, and we want to do that.
From its early years, starting here with the purchase of the Windy Hill Preserve above Palo Alto in 1977, Mid-Penn's indispensable land acquisition partner has been the nonprofit Peninsula Open Space Trust, commonly known as POST. POST raises private funding to buy critical parcels of land on Mid-Penn's behalf.
So ultimately, POST can acquire it quickly and effectively, and then later in time, when we have the resources, we can take the land off of POST's hand and open it up to the public.
So over time, we added approximately $500 million worth of private funding through the generous support of foundations and individuals that expressed the local incredible support for this work.
In the decades ahead, Mid-Penn and POST will continue to collaborate closely, planning with the public and pursuing a common vision for the future, building on the long legacy of success begun by Mid-Penn's founders many years ago.
If I would get to come back here 40 years from now, I mean, what I would like to see, what I'd hope to see, is a landscape that has really been completely stitched together, that the trail connections we've all talked about since those early founders have all been made, that the redwood forests that were logged out years ago are now turning into new old-growth forests that's cleaning our air and providing just this wonderful space for us to be in. I see the coho salmon and the steelhead coming back up the streams where the watersheds have been repaired and the blockages to the sea have been removed. And I think my own, personally, the thing that I would like to see is the condor return to Mount Umunhum. But then have this be a place where the public comes, this is their place to enjoy and protect. And I think if we can realize that future, we've done our job.
The fact that living in Silicon Valley, we could still honor our roots, honor the nature, honor the species around us, and stay connected to the earth. I think that's the legacy.
For more information about the Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District, visit our website.